What's up, guys? Nathan here from HD, Florida. You guys may recognize me from some of the other videos I've done in. I was at the dealer show. I saw these bikes announced live. I've been riding for quite some time. I started when I was 5 on a Honda XR50, upgraded to an 80 from then a couple years later, and been riding ever since. I actually got my my motorcycle endorsement before I got my driver's license when I turned 16. I originally lived in Wisconsin and I moved down to Florida here last September actually, so just about a year. In that time I've ridden everything. I started on a Honda XR650L, and then I had a Buell Firebolt XB12R, then a 2013 CVO Street Glide, and now I'm riding the new 2017 Road Glide Special. So I just wanted to give you guys a very honest review about this new bike, things I like, things I dislike, things I noticed, and there are quite a few of them. To begin with, one of the first things you notice when you start the bike up is the sound. Harley is big about sound. Guys are switching out their exhaust. They like the stock exhaust, they switch it out. Some people like Screaming Eagle, some people don't. Some people like Reinhardt, some people don't. It's all preference. The stock sound from this motorcycle is what you think of when you hear a Harley Davidson. To me, it sounds like there is a very, very slight variance. I've grown up around motorcycles my whole life, so I'm very used to the sound of a Harley. My dad actually works for the motor company and he's had a bike my whole life, so it's very close to what the older Harleys sound like, but not exactly spot on, but it's very minuscule that you notice the difference. So the Milwaukee 8, first thing you'll notice, like I said, when you start it up, is you don't feel that clunk when you shift into first gear. It's almost silent. I'll turn the radio off here, we got a little bit of buzz. It's almost silent when you drop into gear. There is still some tactile sensation that you have actually dropped into gear, but it's not the same feel as you get with the twin cam 103s or the 110s. It is its own motorcycle, it's its own beast. They've definitely done some upgrades. Getting onto the road here, out on Madeira, there is quite a bit of get up that's noticeable right away. And it's different from a 110 or a CVO. It's different from a 103. And honestly, it's a great feeling. It's a new experience. It's a totally new motorcycle riding experience, and I highly encourage you to try them. Obviously, I have a CVO Street Glide, and this is also one of my first times actually taking a Road Glide out on a demo, and I'll tell you what, this thing handles like a gem. If you're questioning the Road Glide, Street Glide dilemma, some guys like the fixed bearings, some don't, give it a try. It's a unique experience for sure. I felt like I was a lot more nimble, a lot more control. I could go around a lot easier. It almost felt lighter. I mean, it's essentially the same weight, except you don't have that weight shifting, so there is a recognizable difference there. One thing that I did notice that I wasn't the biggest fan of was the clutch. In the lever itself, you can physically feel the shifting of the gears, not into first, but in second, third, fourth, and fifth. You can feel the gears shifting, which is a strange sensation. You have to really pay attention to it. It's not a bad thing. It's kind of nice actually from a tactile feel, but it is there. You can feel it in the lever when you have it pulled all the way in and you step into gear. Something else that I noticed was I had to actually think about it to realize that it wasn't there. It's one of those things where, like, if you have a front fairing and you have radio, you don't realize what you're missing until you don't have it, or until you try it for the first time and you experience the great things that it has to offer. So the heat, I stopped at a stoplight. I got stopped up, I don't know what the name of the crossroad is there. Anyways, I stopped at the stoplight and I thought, they talked about heat reduction. And honestly, I mean, it doesn't feel hot to me. I'm in Florida. It's probably about 82 to 83 degrees, and this bike just doesn't feel hot to me. I know the 103 is hot, the 110, very hot, sometimes has overheating issues if you're stuck in traffic. I don't know if that would necessarily occur on this bike or not, but I mean, it's a great vehicle. What else did I want to talk about? The floorboards. I noticed that the floorboards, in a way, felt a bit small to me. Now, I'm on a size 10 shoe, but I mean, I don't know. I may personally, if I were to get one of these bikes, which I'm definitely influenced to do now, if I get one of these, I'd probably go for some longer floorboards. They seem to fit just perfectly with my shoes, and I'm a size 10. Not that that's the biggest issue in the world. There's obviously adaptations, and Harley is all about customizing, making things your own. But that is something that I would consider doing to my personal bike if I owned this one. As far as other things, great speed, great power. I was taking a turn down onto Waters, coming back up towards Del Mabry, and I gave it some gas trying to see if I could get on it a little bit. And you can cut the tires loose a little bit. Obviously it's got great traction, but if you're trying to monkey around and get on it a little bit, it's a fun time. Look at me, I'm smiling like an idiot. It's a great ride. Get out, test ride one. Even if you don't buy one, I highly encourage you just to test ride one. Get the experience. It is a different animal. Harley's done a lot of things right with this. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just go test ride one. It's great.